You to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Wentz now on first down. Escapes the sack. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin White. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Wentz. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Devin White, the linebacker. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout. Called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Harmon. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Peoples-Jones returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
About 3 yards there to the 27. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Peoples-Jones returning. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50. The 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone, and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Garoppolo's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Play action, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the two-point try. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receivers too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On play action, it's Wentz. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Wentz. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run the counter now on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Wentz. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. But 209 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Afadi Adenabo in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass complete, Graham. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation, and